You're listening to the episode of Mr. Alex's Neighborhood. This is the place we're entitled to Brad's opinion. And now for your host, Brad Allard.
How y'all doing? Another great week, another great month. August 1st, another hot month. How you doing, Gabrina? You doing well today?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, you're busy though, aren't you?
Yeah, it's busy.
Well, we're going to talk about what you've been doing. We also, you brought a guest. Why don't you introduce our guest?
I did. I brought Paul Verwers with HTO, and he's a member of the chamber, and I want him. Listen, they're doing amazing. I love to just go there and just drive through and just get me some good. I like the coconut tea, and that's amazing. So we'll talk with Paul.
I told my wife Robin that he was coming on right before I left for the house, and she's, I hear so many good things. I want to go by there and all this other stuff because I could tell you, right. Facebook response, at least if that's any judge, it's been really good. So apparently you got something going on over there at HTO. So we're going to talk about that, about how you got started, YT or whatever, and did you grow up as a young boy wanting to make tea?
Yeah, that was a lifelong dream.
Either a fireman or a tea maker, I don't know, but something like that. And we're going to talk about all the things you have to overcome to start a business. It isn't like you just open a store and there you are. It's a lot, and I'm sure having Gabrina there to help you out with that has been great assistance. You do a really good job, Gabrina. You really do. When I tell people that you're on the show, they say, "Oh, she's really done great with the chamber. She's increased the membership. She's increased her outreach." So you get a lot of positive feedback. I don't know if they tell you that, but that's good to know anyway.
Yeah, that is good to know.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good. Well,
let's run through the sponsors real good. Real good. Yeah, they learned me good English right quick. I was reading something here. And that happens to me all the time. You get focused on something and you just read what you read. Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to say. Sorry, Daniel, across at Burleson, 317 Southwest Wilshire, right behind Stone Soup and all that. And so we go there, get the membership plans, you get the workouts, they have the trainers, they have the whole 9 yards, find out the hours of operation, whatnot. It's a really good workout. This is a serious workout. So you're not going to have to do it by yourself, though. They have trained personnel there on staff to help you with your workout. So CrossFit Burleson, 317 Southwest Wilshire. Also, Stogsdill Group, Shandy Stogsdill. She's in Scotland right now and sending us all these pictures. And I'm going to have her come on the show probably after Labor Day because her kids have to come back and go back to school. But we're going to talk about that. But she also does great real estate. Do you live in the Burleson area, sir?
I do live in Johnson County.
Johnson County, okay. Well, if you ever move, she's the one to talk to because she knows where all the real estate is. And you know how it is around here. It's like if you don't know the inside story of which houses come on the market, you're going to be left out. How long have you lived in Johnson County?
About 12 years.
Okay. So you're not native to Burleson?
No, I'm not 100% native to Burleson, no.
100%, but you're getting there.
I claim it, though.
Okay. Well, good. Also, Rex Russell over in Cleburne. The Russell Wealth Group, myfinancialbox.com. Hit the link, get to know him. He's quite the character. He'll help you with your 401ks, 403bs, business plans, college plans, you name it. So he's been doing it for 35 years, so he knows what he's doing. He's been through ups and downs and whatever else is in this market, and he's a good man. He really is. I've known him for a long, long time. So myfinancialbox.com will do you right if you want to talk about financial planning. Also, are you married, sir?
Yes, sir.
You have taken your wife to Southern Gym yet?
Not yet.
You better do it. Southern Gym is on the top of the Windmill Building. Fine jewelry and gemstones. They're closed on Mondays, but maybe tomorrow or the rest of the week you can take Mrs. Verwer out there, and you better be prepared. It's like for young ladies or any ladies, it's like Disney World. It's all this stuff. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You go there, I know.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And she does repairs, she does cleaning, she does appraisals, designs, and has inventory. And she's moving to the bottom floor in about 3-4 months. Depends on construction issues, but whatever else. But Southern Gym, your local lady jeweler. Also, Hotworks for infrared workouts. There's 11 different types, different degrees of strenuousness, shall we say. From Pilates to aerobics to rowing to whatever else you want. Yoga, you got it. And it's over on 731 by Kroger and the theater. The Commons, as it's called. It's a great place to go. And I've had Michelle on 2-3 times. She's always a great guest. Very, very articulate, very bright, very good entrepreneur. And also, I have something for y'all.
For us?
This is from Mandy.
Oh.
Creative Concepts by Mandy.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Allard's neighborhood cups, which you probably maybe you could drink your coffee or tea out of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And did I give you this last time? I don't know, because if I gave you a cup last time you were here, I have a couple of cups for your assistants that they were going to show
you
up.
gave me one,
Okay.
but you did not give them one.
Okay, I brought a couple extra this time.
Okay, so-
Anyway, Mandy made these. She's off 1187, Creative Concepts by Mandy. So if you're looking for any kind of promotional items, I don't know if you've taken care of that or not, but she's the one to talk to about this in this town. And it's really good product at good service and a good price. So anyway, what hats, pins, etc. Anyway, she got it. Anyway, so which one wants to go first? You want to talk first? Or do you want to talk first? All right, let's talk to the guest first.
Okay.
That's only polite.
Thank you.
So, how long has HTO been open?
So HTO started as a startup back in 2009. It originated in Amarillo at a place called Buns Over Texas.
Buns Over Texas.
I think they served hamburgers.
I hope so.
I'm not 100% sure.
Well, in Amarillo, well, anyway, just go on.
Anyway, the start of the franchise noticed a lot of his employees were coming back from lunch with big glasses of iced tea from specifically chicken places most of the time. And it gave him an idea that maybe this was something that he could capitalize on. So I think they started with 6 flavors in the restaurant and just grew that and ended up adding an end cap on to where it was a separate building. And that slowly developed. And in 2017, 2018, they started franchising. Originally as Texas Tea. There are 2 Texas Teas in Amarillo. But they had to change the name and end up with HTO, which I'm a fan of. It works pretty well. The logo looks pretty good.
It does, and it's also catchy.
It is catchy.
Texas tea. It's an old term, but this one, the HTO, is kind of new, and you won't forget it.
It is, and they started selling as franchises, and we saw it, and I actually got a call from one of my partners. I'm local. It's like you said, it's a franchise, but the store is 100% locally owned and operated. But one of my partners called me up and said, "Hey, you got to go check out this iced tea place." And I said, "Okay, well, what else do they sell?" "Well, it's iced tea." "Okay, but you get a burger or what sandwiches? What do they have?" "No, just iced tea." So I said, "Okay." So I went and checked it out, and sure enough, there's people in the drive-thru, there's people in and out of the store, and 26 flavors of iced tea.
26,
yeah. And really good water, I might add too. We want to be your water stop as well.
Okay, so you sell water as well.
We do.
Processed or distilled or whatever else.
It's double pass reverse osmosis.
Well, if it didn't double pass reverse osmosis, I don't want it. But
it is very good water. Definitely come by and check it out. But we do sell all the jugs for it as well. So if you want water by the gallon. But anyways, so we found out about, or I checked it out and I saw it, and I was looking for something a little different than what I was currently doing, and that was definitely a little different.
What were you doing?
I actually worked for the Scouts.
Okay.
For about 10 years.
Really?
I was with the Scouts serving all of Johnson County. That's part of what brought me here, and I'm still I volunteer with the Scouts.
Well, good.
So still involved with that. In fact, I like to joke I do more for the Scouts now that I'm a volunteer than I actually.
Ain't that always the case?
As a professional. But anyway, the opportunity came up to purchase the rights to the Burleson location, and we got together and went over to the franchise headquarters, which they recently moved about 3 or 4 years ago to Fort Worth. So anyone wanting a franchise, they moved it down to Fort Worth because they thought it'd be a little more accessible than Amarillo.
Yeah, we have paved roads here. See, that
we
helps.
do, yeah. They still have the tea. I'm trained in tea brewing, and so the training is still currently up there. But eventually they'll probably move it down.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about the tea brewing itself, the whole process. It isn't like just you get it shipped in jugs. You brew it on site?
We do. We brew it every day, all day. And in fact, it's very fresh. We go through gallons and gallons, really on the hour. If you come in, our tea is always served cold out of our bubblers, and in order to do that, we have to brew it, put it in the refrigerator, and it does come out of our water. Our water comes out cold as well because we have a 500-gallon tank of water in the refrigerator. So that's one cool thing about HTO that's different than other tea places you might get a nice tea from. When you put the tea into your cup, it comes out cold, so you can kind of judge how much ice you want. And there's varying degrees. Many people want extra ice all the way to the top because it is hot and you want iced tea. And other people come in and just get a little bit of ice.
Right, but are most of your sales in jugs or is it individual drinks?
Ooh, we like to sell it by the gallon. That's going to be the best price. But we do a ton of cups. I think the other weekend we sold about 1,500 large cups of tea. And we'll sell about 100 gallons a day in the gallon jugs during the week.
Really?
During the weekend, we go up around 150, 200 a day.
So the primary focus of this is the jugs, as opposed to just coming in individual customers for small cups. But you do handle both.
We do. We do both. We'll sell you tea. Yeah.
Do people they're going to be catering a party where they were like 8 jugs at a time or something like that?
Yeah, we sell. I think the biggest order we've had so far was 35 gallons.
It's a lot of iced tea.
And we are getting into the catering. We'll actually cater it, come out, set up, serve the tea so directly. But we also are looking to work with local caterers that might be interested in purchasing our bulk jugs to serve our tea at their events.
Well, that's where the chamber can come in because she knows everybody and what they do in this town. And
sure.
She's the center of knowledge of business.
They actually provided the tea for us for our fashion show that was on Friday.
Is that right?
They did.
How did that show go, by the way?
Oh my gosh, it was awesome. We were sold out.
Well,
it was sold out. I mean, it was amazing.
And you provided the tea for that, huh?
They did.
See, that's the good thing for your job, Gabrina, because you know where all these things can be had. And if you want to put on a party, it's a couple of phone calls, boom, it's done. Well, not really, but still, it's a little more than that. But still, it's nice to at least have a Rolodex of numbers. Now, as far as your store, Mr. Verwer, it's been open for about 2 months?
Yeah, we opened up on the 27th of May, just right there before Memorial Day.
Okay, I thought it was fairly soon.
Yeah.
And for those old timers like us, we know the building you're in, the old Golden Corral. That place is legendary. In the early 90s when we moved here, it was like one of the 3 places you can go to get a meal that wasn't in a paper bag. And you had to really want it because it was known for being very close to the health code edge, so to speak. But my son loved it, and all this other stuff. So, and then it was a mattress store. People probably told you these stories.
Yeah. It was a mattress store when we bought it.
Really? Do you own the building?
Yes.
Well, good for you. So I'm glad you cleaned it up.
Yeah, I own it.
Okay.
I mean,
well, among other things, other people, I know. You and the bank. But as far as, that location, that's a great location. It really is because it's well known. And it's, people have been driving by that forever. But as far as like running a business, what have you learned about opening up a shop?
Right.
I mean, your background was in the Scouts, and I don't know what your educational background is in other areas, but this probably was a very learning experience for you.
It is. My background is in education and Scouts. I have a long history as a basketball coach. That might come as a surprise.
No, where did you coach?
I coached several places. I did a little in college, and then some high school.
Where'd you go to school?
At Dunbar, University of Texas Pan American.
Oh, wow.
Yep, down in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
The actual South Texas. A lot of people, when they get to South Texas, they stop about San Antonio. But Texas keeps going.
No, yeah. I have not been that far south. That's and you coached around. Then you said you wanted to do something other than coaching in classroom and went into the Scouts.
Yeah, and And just that the building is a brand new building. I did save one brick from that old.
Oh, really? Okay. It wasn't just you just refurbished it.
Oh no, there was no refurbishing.
You just tore it down, basically.
It tore it down. If you get a chance to go up there, you'll notice that the building is actually in a little bit of a different place than the original. The original was going to be way too close to the.
Well, when I saw the construction, I guess I wrongly assumed it was being refurbished, but you're actually doing reconstruction.
Oh yeah.
Wow, God knows what you uncovered when you dug that place up. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's for another show.
Yeah, it is. True tales of astonishment in Burleson. But anyway, so you got this going. You started building, and it just all went smooth. No interruptions, no nothing, right?
Oh yeah. That's what they told us. It's really easy to get this. We anticipated about a 6-month construction. We thought we'd be open by June of last year, if not, at the latest, like September, late summer. But the whole supply chain and all that stuff, those messages hadn't quite gotten to us yet. So there were some struggles. There's some hiccups along the way. You never know what little thing's gonna hold you up or what's gonna stop you. And you said about my background. Actually, it just started last year. I started a master's in management.
Where at
Tarleton.
Okay.
Tarleton.
Are you going the one on Chisholm Trail?
I have been online.
Online.
So far. I'm looking to get those classes started back up, but I did. I took my project management class, which really helped relating to building this building, because there was terms like a Gantt chart, if you've ever heard of that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
As soon as they said that, I was like, my ears perked up. I said, I know what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a real learning experience. We're still working on all that stuff and successfully. Obviously, the building's there. It's a pretty good looking building. I think it looks.
It looks great.
It really does. That's why I was not so much surprised, but very happy to see you replace that, because it was an eyesore, frankly. It was kind of beat up, and now it gives us a nice little look that we're trying to achieve on one of our main thoroughfares.
Sure, and that's that's part of. We really want to be a part of Burleson. We want to be involved. Like she mentioned, supplying the tea to the fundraising event that they had last week. Just want to be part of the community and make sure that people do know that we're locally operated. I live here in Johnson County, and owning and operating the facility, it's been a blessing.
One of the blessings of this show for me has been I've been able to talk to a lot of nonprofits sitting in that seat, or where Gabrina is, and they're always doing something, because there's a constant need for fundraising and things like that. And I know there's a golf tournament for the Center for ASD, which is an autism support group, and I know that there's a young lady named Jessica Reams that has Fitability to Texas. It helps young people with disabilities maintain some level of fitness. And Next Step Women's Center, and I just had Jennifer Woods from Harvest House. I'm sure you're familiar with her. And so if you ever needed to contact or have them contact you through me, I can do that, because like I said, I've been really fortunate to see just how many people in Burleson are involved in these kind of programs. It's it really is nice to see. You see a lot of people giving of themselves sacrificially. So you'll get plenty of opportunities. If you want to be part of the community, there'll be a lot of people that'll welcome you and give you a big hug.
Absolutely.
It's same that happens with the chamber too. I know you support a lot of these things. This month I have 2 different episodes about 2 new projects going on. One is a mental health seminar. Have you heard about this one yet? Okay, I think we talked about it maybe, or you have heard about it already, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that golf tournament for ASD. Anyway, so you'll have plenty of chances. Other than that, how do you market yourself?
I mean, a big part of it was we did a big community campaign at the beginning before we had even opened. We gave out probably about 1,200 of our mini gallons, which I actually had some with me, but I ran in so fast I left them in the car.
Those little mini gallons are so cute.
Well, we can get them after the show.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to make sure you get them.
All right. But Also, just my suggestion, if you get a hold of the Chaz Forster at the farmer's market, that's a good way of outreach. Yeah, they get it at farmer, particularly in this hot weather. That tea's going to go fast. But Chaz Forster runs the farmer's market here in town, and it's fantastic. It's one of the best things Burleson does. He has well over 80 vendors. I've been there 2-3 times already this year, and every time I go there, it's, bumper to bumper. A lot of people. And they got all sorts of stuff, not just, knickknacks and trinkets, but they have a lot of food items, including his at the corner of that outfit, Walnut Creek Farms, and it's got great food. So, anyway, you got to contact him.
Yeah, so for sure. So, and obviously we do a lot with Facebook as far as trying, that's where a lot of our announcements are made and stuff. So we did a big push, and we continue to push to try to get folks to follow us and like us on Facebook. And that's the big part of it. It's just being within the community. I being in Johnson County for the last 12 years and working with the Scouts, I have a ton of connections. I know a lot of people in the area. So with that networking and just getting the word out, and I still have plenty of folks that come in that I've never been in before.
Right. Have you did you contact Gabrina, or did you see him and you swooped down and got him?
No, he actually came. He actually came in before they were going to open, and he sat down in my office and we chatted. And I, said, "How can the chamber help you?" And he said, "I really need to get so many Facebook likes." And I said, "I have an idea, and he even did some of our, provided the little mini gallons at some of our events, just to get the word out there and let people taste it of what's coming. And then we kind of helped him promote that as well. But, it's not just tea that they do. It's, they have, I went in on Friday, maybe it was Thursday. I went in and was talking to him. I was getting my tea, and I was getting tea for the girls at the office too. And I look over, and there's a wall full of coolers, and then there's snacks, and there's to-go stuff, and there's little bubble gums, and you name it. It's like you can go in there and just buy little tchotchke stuff.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. We always want folks to come inside, especially because that's the best way to try the tea. If you've never been before and you just go straight through the drive-thru, you kind of got to guess. But we have sample cups, and you can taste all the teas. Plus, you get to see that we do have a full line of Pelican and Yeti coolers. We're licensed Yeti dealers. We also have other water bottles along with snacks, chips, popcorn, of healthier pre-packaged things to snack on, go with your...
I actually bought a water bottle that you can put fruit in. They had cellulose on.
Or infusers, yeah.
Yes, I bought one of those, and it was,
it's a whole lot more than just jugs of tea lining the shelves. You get the whole service, it sounds like. Do you do hot tea yet?
All right, so I'm glad you asked. We actually are working real hard right now to get our hot tea and coffee. So that's something that's coming soon. We're pushing for hopefully next month, but like our Facebook page.
All right, coffee, tea, and is there enough space in your location to people to sit down and have a cup of coffee or drink some tea?
So that's what's a little different from us. We have our sales floor, but we don't actually have any tables or chairs. So you can come in and shop and get your tea, but
maybe in the future, who knows?
We might put some tables outside or something.
Not today. I hope it's 100 and something or other.
No. Well, nobody'd use them, right?
Yeah. Well, but I bet, has this weather helped your business?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so. I know. Yeah. I've talking to some other local businesses and restaurants. It sounds like it may hurt them a little bit, but people still are stopping in.
Well, and probably don't want to get out. And they want to get out of the car even, but if they can go get some from you, and it's already cold, which is helpful. That really does sound interesting. When I go through the second round of ads, there's somebody I want to point out to you particular about marketing, because she really does a superior job in it. You'll get a lot of reach with her. But anyway, so Taylor, if you would please, thank you to Otto at Our Place. Well known. You've been to Our Place before?
I have not. It's on my list.
You need to do it. It's a great place. It's breakfast and lunch and a great staff and great service and a comfortable atmosphere. You probably be in there 2-3 times a month, I'd bet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so am I. I'm there like at least once or twice a week. If I'm there much more, I'll be a piece of furniture. But but Our Place is on the corner of the highway in Osbury, and it's a great place to go and do business. That's where I do a lot of my Mr. Allard neighborhood stuff, because I don't have an office. But anyway, So thank you to Otto. Thank you to Chris at Wild and Cigar. Are you a cigar smoker?
Not particularly.
Yeah, well, I get for the Boy Scout here. I mean, but this is a good place to go because if you know somebody that is a cigar smoker, it's a great place for gifts or gift cards. If you ever wanted to try something, they have tobacconists there that can help you with that. And they also have a bar, and it's quiet and it's well lit, and it's well fumigated, or not fumigated, ventilated. Sorry, Chris. Fumigated makes it sound something different. No, ventilated, so it's not like, big dense smoke. You'd hardly even notice it. So it's a really good place to go for an afternoon or an evening and have a cigar, drink, whatever.
But I do know cigar smokers need tea, so.
Yes, that's right. There you go. Well, and his non-alcoholic stuff. You got to talk to Chris. Maybe you become like an outlet for him because he does have non-alcoholic options. And so, anyway, thank you, Chris. Also, this is who I was talking about, Local Life. Local Life is a magazine, comes out once a month. It's a local advertisement magazine with local articles. Last month it was Mary Slaney, which was beautiful. I thought it was a great article about her, Sarah Carlson, and Daniel Bazin. I can't remember the name of the fourth one, but I'm sure she was worthy of their mention. I need to find that out. But anyway, Local Life comes out, plus it's localifetx.com, so you'll get the latest issue online, plus maybe some additions. So if you want to reach a lot of people, this will do it. This is probably the most widely read advertising source in this area of Johnson County. I mean, it goes out to 30,000 homes, and then you go to various stores, the Christian Brothers or Our Place, or whatever, and they have some to take home. So if you're interested in that, I can connect you to Tiffany Griffin. That's the young woman's name. She's getting married by the end of this month. You heard that? Yeah, it's a real big deal.
Yeah.
And so
He's a good guy, too.
he is.
He's a real good guy.
Yes, he is. And so anyway, that's something to consider. We'll finish up here, and then I wanted to ask Gabrina about a couple of things going on with the chamber. But do you plan on having multiple franchises?
We'd like to open some more, but our main goal right now is to get this one to the highest quality that it can be. I think we've done pretty well so far as our customer service. We want the customer to have the best experience every time they come into the store. But it's our goal to open some more. But like I said, we're not in any hurry. We just want to make sure that this one is really good.
Well, honestly, on Facebook and like a couple of friends of my Sunday school class or church, they've gone by your place and they say really, really good things about it. They were very excited to see you open because I guess there's similar type outfits maybe in the mid-cities or something like that. But they were like, all right, well, this is something we need in this town. Not another car wash, Right. But that doesn't mean they can't be chamber members, right?
That's true. That's true.
Well, and if there's more car washes, there must be a need for them.
Well, that's my point too. I mean, they wouldn't put that money in for nothing.
No.
So, well, Burleson is really, really growing, and when I have not just chamber people, but city council members or the mayor on, that's the first thing we talk about because it's a good headache to have, but it is an issue. But so I'm going to ask Gabrina about a couple of her stuff going on because she's also busy. Busy time for you.
It is. It's a really busy and exciting time. For those of you that heard the last show, I finally got a full staff, and we're just rocking and rolling. And we just had our Power Hills fashion show on Friday, and that was sold out. And it was awesome. We had a lot of great people attending, a lot of good boutiques, and got to sell some stuff, and it was really neat. And then turn right around and getting them ready for the BISD New Employee Luncheon on Wednesday, and we have probably about 325 somewhere around there that are going to be attending that. A mixture of teachers and staff. And
I always liked that because I would sneak in there, and because there's always plenty of food, and I'd go to whoever the caterer was, and like, are you a new teacher? I said, well, I was. Whatever. Because whatever they didn't serve, they'd have to take home or something. Right. So they were, so I always snuck in there for a free meal.
Yep. Well, come on. Yeah, we've got that one on Wednesday. And then on the 9th, which is our network at night, we're going to actually be focused on Harvest House and their new store that they've got opening up in the old Hallmark building.
Taylor, will you pull up that clip or that logo for Heart, please? I meant the resale shop. I guess I need to be more clear because I'm going there this afternoon. My son-in-law and I are going to drop off a table and a sofa there, and I had Jennifer on last week, last Tuesday, and it was a great show. And she's going to be a regular also. Yeah. August 29th, she's got an appearance, and then we're going to do on a fairly routine basis. I'm looking for the logo with the resale hours and things of that nature. Is that available to us? Yeah, he's looking for it. Well, there's other things. She gave us a bunch of stuff to go through. But anyway, the resale shop, I think, is a great idea.
Yes.
Of course, we remember it as the old Hallmark card store, but they are doing great work at Harvest House, tremendous work, and this is going to be something we need. Right. And but I would remind people that there's going to be a school supply drive. They just did something Saturday with the fire stations. There's going to be a school supply drive, and that's always been an annual thing. What the Little Red Schoolhouse is it called? And they've been doing that for years. Also, they've been doing meals. For people that need them, like sandwiches, because a lot of kids, they don't get full meals in the summertime because parents are working. They're on school lunches, and then since there's no school, I know Promises also does that as well. I was told about this on Sunday as well. They've been doing that all summer. So at least we have 2 outlets that I know of that are providing meals for kids. Right. But anyway, and that's what I was talking about earlier. That's why it makes Burleson a good place to live, because you got people willing to do that. What's on your schedule for August? Well, that's the BASD New Employee Luncheon, and then we have the Network at Night, which is going to be 5:30 to 7 at Harvest House. And then we're actually having on August 25th, we're going to be doing a Workforce Solutions Lunch and Learn. We have Workforce Solutions coming in to talk about money that's kind of being left on the table for businesses that they don't know about. So like, if you want to come in and let's say you want to send Taylor to some higher education or something along those lines, right, Taylor? Yeah. He'll be teaching those things. Yeah. There's money, there's funds and stuff for that. There's just a lot of the. Where's this going to be held? That's actually going to be at First Baptist Church. Ah, that's my church. So, and so people can go in and sign up right now, and it's $10. It just covers your lunch. We're not nickel and diming our members to death. We want to provide content, and this is one of those things that we want to do. So that's coming up in August. We also have another Lunch and Learn coming up in September, and I know we'll talk about these more in September, but I wanted to get it on everybody's radar. It's the importance of videos and social media. It's going to be kind of, the videos that you take off the phone versus the videos that are professionally done, which I'm sure Taylor can attest to that. Yes, too. He does that. Yes. And then so we're going to do that one, and then one that we're going to do in October 12th, we're going to have a Roger Williams. His office actually reached out to us to see if we wanted to provide a breakfast. And, it's kind of like going to be like a business and breakfast. And he wants to do a small round table discussion. When is this again? It's going to be August the 12th from 8:30 to 10. And it's going to be at Old South Pancake House. All right. I'll be interested to see that because I have never met Roger Williams personally. Yes. Now it's only open to 20 people. It's going to be very intimate. So, and chamber members. And chamber members, yes. Okay. And then go in and we'll have a discussion. And he wants to talk to individuals that own their business. So Paul, to kind of see what the struggles are and stuff. He's going to kind of give a brief update on what's happening in Washington. And then, that ought to be entertaining, right? And then talk about that. And if we have a lot of people that are really interested in something like that, then we may open it up to a larger number and do it at a different time and maybe at a different location to where he can just kind of come in and maybe you can submit your questions. But, we want to do this small, intimate one first. That way you can have a little more one-on-one time with him. So that's going to be August the 12th. That's very interesting. I'd be interested in that. But like you said, it's going to be limited seating. And I think your members should have priority. But, he is in a re-election, and if he comes on the show, I'll make sure he gets re-elected. Okay, whatever. Anyway, that's what he's lacking is publicity. But that's interesting that you got these kind of things going on in summertime, a lot of people get distracted in August because they got kids going back
Yeah.
to school and stuff like that. So,
And all these
you know.
things are up, and I mean, you can go on right now and purchase your tickets to everything that we have going on. It's not, you don't have to wait. So, and we do have some of these things that are limited. So I would go on and get those now. If you can.
It's kind of a side question. What is the busiest time of year for you?
It really slows down a little bit, a little bit in the summertime usually, because people are on vacation and stuff. But it's really busy all the time, and 2023 is going to be even busier. I mean, we've got an average of 3 to 4. I say events. I'm not talking about large events, but whether it's a lunch and learn or a network at night or a business over breakfast or something like that, there's going to be about 3 to 4 opportunities, I guess you should say. You could say for people to kind of get together starting next year, where right now we average maybe one to two, maybe.
Well, those evening meetings, I forget what they're called now.
Network at night.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Okay. Paul, you need to go to one of those. Really, because it's a good place. You can hand out samples. You can give a card out if you have cards. Stuff like that. And it really, you start meeting a lot of people. I stumbled into one and I was able to talk to several people. And by the way, just a preview for our next show in a month, I'm going to go through the process of joining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to show how one joins, go through the screen and, all this other stuff. Because it's, you got the payments by month as well as the one lump sum and things of that nature.
Right.
You've done well by joining this group, because Gabrina knows what she's doing, and she got 2 very nice young ladies. But no more than that, you're going to get contacts that all over. And sometimes it's like third party, I heard from this guy to this guy that this is what you do.
Right.
And so, that's a value of the chamber, certainly.
Yeah. I mean, we also have, and a lot of people don't know this, but we have, if you're a chamber member, you can use our bulk mail stamp. If you have things that you want to send out, like let's say Paul wants to send out some flyers or something like that, they can come in and grab our bulk mail stamp and use that as long as it's 250 pieces or more. That'll save you some money. If you want us to print a label for you of all of our members, we'll print an address label for each one. So all you have to do is unpeel them, stick them on there, use our bulk mail stamp, and send it out. And the labels are $35, which is not a lot.
No, that's well worth the expense. Now, when you send these mailers out, is it just to the chamber members or everybody?
No. Just the chamber members can use the bulk mail stamp.
Right.
But you can, whoever, he can send it out to whoever he wants to.
See. All right.
But it's that's one of the benefits of being a chamber member is you get to use our bulk mail stamp.
I see. So it doesn't mean that if you want to use your mailing services, it only goes to chamber members. It goes
Correct.
to anybody you want to mail it to.
Correct.
Okay, good.
Correct.
That sounds like a pretty good deal.
It really is. It saves, especially with the price of stamps
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah. Well, it's also nice to know who the members are, because by definition they're involved in the community.
Right.
They're making the effort and they want to be known, and that's really is a good networking. I'm in a networking group here. 3 of my sponsors are network partners, and it really pays off. And so there you are. Well, we're getting close on the time again. It's going to be a busy week.
Oh, it is.
Yes, for all of us. But we'll be here tomorrow again. So we're going to run through the sponsors real quickly, and then I'll give you all the last word. All right. Thank you, CrossFit Burleson. Thank you, Daniel. Hope you're doing well. I talked to him just a couple of days ago and, caught up with him a little bit, and he's doing fine, according to him. CrossFit Burleson, 317 Southwest Wilshire. Also, Shandy, she'll be back Sunday, I believe, and when I get her on, we're going to probably talk a little real estate. We're going to talk a lot about Scotland. I'm very jealous. She's taken the trip I always wanted to. I've been to Scotland 3.5 decades ago, and probably hadn't changed much. So say it right. The Stock Steel Group. If you're looking to move in this area, you need to talk to Shandy. Also, take you to Rex. Same thing about the financing. You need to talk to Russell if you need a financial planner, because he'll help you with the 401ks and retirements and anything else you got going on. He's been doing this since 1984, so he knows what he's doing. So thank you, Rex. Hit myfinancialbox.com, hit the link and get to know him. Also, thank you to Gala over at Southern Gym. I'm looking forward to them moving. Right now, I'm going to go there. My wife works there. Okay, well, she tomorrow is her last day for summer, and then when she's retiring from the school system very soon, she's going to go back to work for them. And, every time I've visited, which a couple of times, it's crowded, because people like the store. Yeah.
Right.
And anyway, Southern Gym on top of the windmill building. Also, thank you to Michelle over at Hotworks. Hope you're doing well. She also has a Las Colinas store she just opened up, so she's pretty busy. But she's a Burleson resident, so this is still her primary focus. Hotworks on 731. Also, thank you to Mandy, the creator of these cups. This beautiful hat. We're talking about making some more because I've had some people. It's not like being a viral thing, but I've had a few people. Hey, give away cups. I want one of those. So there you are. Creative Concepts by Mandy. Check out her webpage, and she can help you with your promotional items. Also, thank you to Our Place with Otto, and hope you're doing well. He's just got back from New Hampshire. Just this guy, he travels all over the place. He's got a lot going on. But it's a good place to have a breakfast. Particularly the chicken fried steak is good if you like lunch. Now I like the breakfast foods, but the chicken fried steak's very good, and he has several different ways that they do it, and it's kind of his thing. So at Our Place over in the highway in Ellsbury, also thank you to Chris. I'm probably going to be there this afternoon after my son-in-law and how I move furniture. I'm probably going to reward him for all that heavy lifting and go get him a couple of cigars because he likes cigars and he likes this place. So Wild Cigar and Culture, check it out. Also, thank you again to Tiffany. I know she's pretty busy preparing a magazine and getting married at the same time. I hear weddings take a lot of planning.
Mine didn't.
My daughters did, but I wasn't doing much of the work. It was my wife and her doing all the heavy lifting. I was just like crying about the expense. But anyway, Local Life magazine, it's online. It's coming out this week, I believe. And so anyway, who wants to go first with the last word? You will? Okay.
I can go first. I think she can have the last.
Yeah, last word. Okay.
That feels more.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, so just tell us anything you would want us to know.
All right. So a couple of things. We do open at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. So, you can come grab that tea. And like I said, be on the lookout for coffee. So grab some on your way into work. We do have happy hour every day. That's including the weekends, 2 to 4. And all of our cups of tea are half price at that time. So there are actually people out there that aren't aware of the happy hour. So come in and get your tea half price between 2 and 4.
Really? That's a happy hour?
That's a happy hour. That's happy hours, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. That's funny. Yeah. So you got all these specials, all these deals, and you need to get the word out. And I'm sure you got plenty of plans to do so. And I know that it's been well received in this community. So that's a good thing to hear, I suppose, because I know people that already know about it, and so that helps. And word of mouth is the best advertisement. And then they all have their favorite flavors, and my wife is already. I was driving over here, talking to her on the phone on the car, and I said, "Oh, we got this guy at HTO who's going to come talk to. Oh, we're going to go there." And blah 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 blah.
You definitely have to go inside.
Yes. Oh, she likes tea. Yeah. Both hot and cold. So, and Gabrina, what do you got for us?
Just our events. And, Chamber's doing a lot of stuff right now. And so, if you guys are wanting to get involved, just holler at me, holler at Jessica. Or Jessica.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah,
Gabrina and the Jessicas.
It sounds like a '60s pop group, or whatever.
Yeah. I kid around and say we're going to have a band, and it's going to be our side gig, and it's going to be Gabrina and the Jessicas, and we'll see how that goes. But just we would love to sit down and talk about what the chamber can do for you. For those of you that are members that say, I don't even know what I get out of it, or I don't even know what my membership includes. Call me. I'm reaching out right now, trying to sit down with people and just talk about the benefits and listen to things of how we can make the chamber better for the community.
Well, on that note, you get what you put into it.
Exactly.
We talk about it in our networking group. If you expect to come in and, okay, I paid my money now, where's the business coming in? No, that's not how this works.
Right.
You're paying for the service to get your name out there, but you got to do the hustling.
Exactly.
And so,
and not only that, it's part of supporting your community. Your local community, local businesses. That's a lot of members just come in and they say, hey, we just want to support the community here. We want to be involved in or we want to be a part of the chamber just to support our local community and our local chamber, because you guys are trying to do what a chamber's supposed to do and get business and shop local people and really, put businesses out there and new businesses and help small businesses and large businesses. And we just want to support you for supporting the businesses, So, I mean, and that's good too,
Well, like I said, next time we meet, unless you bring a guest, that always will trump what we're doing here. But I want to go through that and show how to join. Maybe I can actually join while I'm on the show.
Yeah.
Is that, I don't know if it's possible. I have to give you my credit card, I guess, or something
You
like
will.
that.
And we'll let everybody know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, here it is.
Southern Jim? Okay, I'll be right there.
Yeah. Good. You threw in a sponsor. I like that. So thank you, Paul, for not just for your appearance here, but for what you bring into our community.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
No. And if you have any specials running on, just let us know.
Awesome.
All right. We'll see y'all tomorrow, and y'all have a good day.